Hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome to the video. Today, I'm going to be ranking 30 Topps flagship parallels. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time now. What it is I compiled a bunch of flagship Topps parallels from Topps Series 1, Series 2, Update, and I threw in Chrome as well. Picked 30 different parallels from all of those different sets, and I'm going to make a tier list. If you guys don't know anything about tier lists, basically, you just rank them according to each other. So the 30 parallels I picked, I just picked a bunch of notable ones from the flagship products. I picked a couple random ones here and there. I obviously left out a lot of different parallels, so I might make a part 2 throwing in a bunch of the other parallels that Topps has had in its history, but I tried to pick 30 notable or at least somewhat recognizable parallels. So enough my talk, let's just go ahead and start ranking these. So the first parallel on this list is the advanced stat parallel. And look, I hate to lead it off so pessimistically, but this is an F. And also the tiers here, I have S being the best. So the best of the best. There's nothing better than that parallel. A stands for amazing. So really, really good. B is pretty good. C is average. So if you get a C, it's just your average parallel. D means they need some work, and then F is just like we can get rid of that parallel. The advanced stat parallel we can get rid of, and this is a true opinion of mine. Topps started the advanced parallel in 2020, and I have pulled a decent amount of advanced stat parallels. I'd say a majority, at least more than half the time where I've pulled an advanced stat, I didn't know it was an advanced stat parallel. Basically what it is, it looks exactly like the normal base card, except if you flip it on the back, it's serial numbered out of 300, and it just has different statistics than your normal statistics that a baseball card would have. It's just not appealing to me. I don't think anyone else really likes it. So I hate to lead it off so pessimistically, but the advanced stat, it gets an F. Also, I haven't really judged any of these parallels. Like, as I was making the list, I kind of just threw pictures of the parallels into the tier list. I haven't really made any judgments about them yet. So you guys are going to experience my thought process on these. And so we're just going to kind of talk it through and kind of learn as we go. This next one we have here is the black parallel. Topps started the black parallel in 2003. It's a very appealing one. This is going to be an A for me because Topps has had the black parallel since 2003. It's one of their longest parallels they've had. It's very appealing, and the serial number is different for each year. I might be wrong about this, but I think the serial number reflects the amount of years that Topps has been a company, and so it's just a cool parallel. It's very appealing. Black is just a neutral color. It looks good on all the cards, and so that gets an A for me. It's an awesome parallel. Now, I think we're getting into all the chrome parallels, so we're gonna knock out all these chrome parallels. Next one is a chrome gold. So the gold parallel, this is an S tier. I'm gonna be completely honest. Chrome gold is an S tier parallel. Topps came out with it in 2002. Originally it was unnumbered, so it was not serial numbered. But after that, after 2002, I think in 2003 it was like out of 449. But after 2003 it was numbered out of 50. So it's a decently rare parallel. It's gold, and you can't not like gold. The gold is just super eye appealing. It's a rare parallel. It's been in the Topps flagship products for a long time. Gold it's an S tier. You can't beat the gold parallel. Next we have here is the chrome negative refractor. This I almost want to put it in F, but I'm gonna put it in D. It needs some work. I always thought the negatives were kind of creepy. I really do not like the negative refractors. Those came out in 2017, so I guess they're kind of relatively new. I know prior to 2017, like the base cards, the non-chrome versions, they had the black and white reverse negatives, but the chrome negatives, I just think they're creepy. There's some sort of rarity, but they're not numbered, so I don't know. I just don't like the chrome negatives. Also, as I'm going along, I would love for you guys to play along as well. Comment your thoughts, whether you disagree with me or agree with me. I'd love to hear your opinions on this. Obviously, these are all my opinions. These aren't really based on any facts. They're kind of just based on what I think of the parallels. So obviously, you guys are probably going to have a different opinion. I would love to hear them. Go ahead and argue about it in the comments. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. This next one here is a chrome prism, I believe. Yeah, just your regular chrome prism. This one, see, I always get chrome prism and chrome X-fractor. I always get those two parallels. I always kind of viewed them as on similar terms, but prism, it hasn't been around as long. It's kind of an average parallel to me. It might be, yeah, it's an average parallel. It's honestly, it's just another refractor kind of, in my opinion. So it's just, prism, it's an average for me. Now, chrome red refractor. This is a really cool one. This one gets an A for me. Not quite an S, but it's definitely an A. They're usually numbered out of 5. They started in 2006. They've had like different serial numbers throughout them, but they used to be numbered out of 25 for a long time, but they've increasingly been getting lower serial number. Today they're numbered out of 5, and they're really rare. The red is very appealing just because it color matches a lot of MLB teams. And whenever you're opening up a pack, this has only happened to me once in my life. I've only pulled one red parallel. You open up a pack and you see a little red shiny on the corner, your heart skips a beat a little bit. It's pretty cool. It's very exciting. I think the red's very appealing, so that gets an A for me. This next one is just a base chrome refractor. This gets a B for me. It's pretty good. The reason I say pretty good and not average is just because it's been in the hobby for a long time. We've had the chrome refractor since Topps Chrome was being made, so it's one of the longest standing parallels that we have, and it's a staple. It's a staple to all the parallels, so I think chrome refractor, it's pretty good. The next one is chrome sapphire, but right now I'm just looking at just like the blue sapphire. I might take a look at all the different other numbered parallels, but I kind of view sapphire as like a parallel, so I might be wrong about that. You can disagree with me, but we're gonna go with chrome sapphire as a parallel. I think it's definitely cool. The blue and like the shards is really cool. It's definitely got some eye appeal. I don't know, I just feel like Topps is really milking out the chrome in my opinion, so I'd say it's pretty good. I got no problems with it. It's definitely higher end than normal chrome. Next one here is the Sepia. I think Sepia's been around for a while. Yeah, Chrome Sepia's been there since 2011. So we've definitely had Chrome Sepia show up in a lot of products for a long time now. I personally don't really like it. I like color. If you're going to have a parallel, have some crazy color to it. I think the black parallel is kind of an exception to that. But the Sepia, it just feels really bland, and I wouldn't mind them getting rid of it, but I think it just needs some work. I think it's on par with the negative. I kind of view them pretty similar, to be honest. After Sepia, we have the Chrome Superfractor, the elusive Superfractor. S stands for Superfractor and S stands for the best. Nothing beats a Superfractor. I mean, it's been a staple. It's iconic. The best card is always the Superfractor. I think Superfractor deserves an S. It's just outstanding. I did not know this, but I guess Superfractors have been in the Topps Chrome product since 2005. Which is awesome. That's crazy how many, I did not know that. I've just never really seen one of ones from that long ago. So that's really cool. Superfractor, definitely an S tier in my opinion. The next one, I kind of lumped together all of the wave parallels, like the green wave, the gold wave, the blue wave, the red wave. All the waves I included into one clump. This next one, it's a picture of a green wave, but kind of lumped them all together. Again, I think Topps is just milking it. I think they're just adding parallels to add parallels. I'm not really a big fan of it, but I think it's either average or pretty good. They do look really cool, so I guess I'll put pretty good. I'm not too sure about that. Indifferent. I'll say pretty good. They have different serial numbers. They are rare, but it can get kind of confusing when you have like a gold, then you have a gold wave. Which one is better? I don't know. Just because the waves hasn't been in the hobby for as long, I'd say it's pretty good. And then last of the chromes is the Chrome X-Fractor. Again, the X-Fractor has been in the hobby for a long time. I think it's really iconic. It's also really cool. I love the pattern. The X-Fractor gets an A for me. The X-Fractor is definitely a staple in the Chrome hobby. You can't open up Chrome without expecting or looking for an X-Fractor in some sort. So yeah, that's definitely an A for me. This next one is kind of a random one. It's kind of an oddball one. Topps only made it once. They only produced this parallel once. It was in 2011, and it's the Diamond Anniversary Parallel. And I've mentioned this in a couple of my videos. It's an S tier. The Diamond Anniversary Parallel is so good. It's so beautiful. The shine on it. It's not a chromium based card, so it's your regular paper card, but it's got this cool diamond refractor to it. Topps has revisited the diamond style look in like the chrome platinum that they released in 2021 and some other products before that, but the original 2011 diamond parallels are elite. They are S tier in my opinion. So definitely that parallel, the Diamond Anniversary Parallel, is actually what inspired me to make this video. So it has to get an S tier in my opinion. So this next one is the Father's Day Powder Blue Parallel. These are numbered out of 50. These have been around for a little bit. I think Topps started making them in 2017, so they've definitely gained some popularity. What I really like seeing from the Powder Blues, the Father's Day Blue, is when it color matches like the Royals powder blue, or like the Blue Jays powder blue, or even the Mariners. I think the color match with the powder blue is pretty awesome. So I really do like these. Yeah, I think they're a little bit better than pretty good. I put them in amazing. I don't know. I'll keep them at pretty good. They are pretty rare. It's numbered out of 50, so definitely low. But it is a paper stock. I don't know. What do you guys think? That one, I'm kind of like indifferent about that one. I'll put it at pretty good for now. The next one are the clear cards. So the clear cards are numbered out of 10. They started making the clear cards in 2014, so they've also been around for a while. I think they're only hobby exclusive or they're jumbo exclusive. I think they're only exclusive to one product, and so the clear parallels have been used by some to help calculate how much of one product has been made, just because it's exclusive to one product, and we know there's only 10 of each card made. So the clear cards are really good in terms of like the mathematics of finding out how much product is made. As far as how cool it is, I guess it is pretty cool. I'll put it at pretty good. I don't think it's like super amazing. It is really rare. The out of 10 is really rare, but there's no like extra color added to it. It's just clear. So it's pretty good. Yeah, I'll keep it at pretty good for now, just because it's really rare. Next one is the foil board parallel. These were exclusive in a couple different products. They were exclusive to factory sets. They were exclusive to hobby boxes. They were exclusive in like different products throughout different years that Topps has released. It's had different serial number, like really weird serial numbering throughout different releases that Topps has done. So pretty inconsistent. The color, like the design, the shine is really, really cool. But I'd still put it at average just because it's still new. It's still got some weird serial numbering to it, and it's just kind of bland to me. I don't know. I've never really appealed to one. I've never even owned one. I've never had the chance of pulling one. So this is the next parallel here. I've actually lumped together 3 different parallels. I lumped together the red foil, the orange foil, and the green foil. I put all those foils together into one category. I don't know why, I just decided to do that, but it's whatever. So this picture is a red foil here. The foils are kind of cool. I've pulled a bunch of them in the past, but I still think they're average. I just feel like Topps is milking parallels once again at this point, and they're still relatively new. We started seeing these red and orange and green foils in 2021, so they've only been around for a couple of years now. They're all right to me. They're pretty cool when they color match your team, but I think it's just average still in my opinion. Same with the next one. This is the gold foil, so it's not the gold parallel. This is the gold foil, which is not serial numbered. It's average to me. It's just like the other red, orange, and green foil, except it's not serial numbered, but it is gold. I think gold definitely has weight. Just the word gold. If you put the word gold in your eBay listing, you're going to get like 100,000 more views on your listing just because it says gold on it. So the word gold is appealing. I still think the gold foil is appealing. It's just average. Next one though is the gold parallel, the OG parallel from Topps. This is S tier. Right away it's S tier. No debate. I don't think anyone can disagree with this. It's the OG parallel. Topps made the gold parallel in 1992, and that was the first parallel. Granted, in 1992, it was not serial numbered. It was just their first stint at adding a parallel to their Topps product, and they kind of stopped doing that foil unserial numbered thing in 1994. In 2001, though, for their 50th anniversary of the company, they brought back the gold parallel, and every year since then they've been producing the gold parallel numbered to the year that it was produced. And I just think it's awesome, simply because of the fact of its history, the history of the gold parallel. I've made videos about this in the past. I think in almost every pack opening where I pull a gold parallel, I talk about the history of the gold parallel of some sort. It's cool, it's iconic, it's relatively easy to pull. It's kind of a higher serial number, but it's just super cool. A lot of history with it. The gold parallel, it's easily an S tier in my opinion. The next one is the Independence Day parallel. These are numbered out of 76 to pay homage to 1776. The birth of the United States. That gets an A for amazing, simply because the United States is really amazing. But also the Independence Day parallel, it actually looks really cool. The red, white, and blue. They have had different designs, so it's not really like a consistent parallel design. I think it started in 2018. The 2018 design is so cool. It's super, super cool. But yeah, each year it seems to be a little different, and I like how they kind of change it up, but it's still out of 76. Independence Day, definitely amazing. Really, really cool. The next one is such an underrated parallel. This is the Meijer exclusive. It used to be the Toys R Us exclusive purple parallel. The purple parallel, it's not serial numbered. It's such an underrated parallel because it's not one that you find or see or come across too often. It's a hard to come by parallel. It's such a good looking one too. Purple gets an amazing just because of how cool it is, how exclusive it is. You don't see too many floating around. It's not even serial numbered. You just don't see a lot floating around. So it's really cool. I think it's the most underrated parallel out there. So it gets an A for amazing. The next one is the camo parallel. I think it's had different titles, the Memorial Day camo or just the regular camo parallel. These have had some really low serial numbers. From 2013 through 2015, it was serial numbered out of 99. 2016, they didn't even have the Memorial Day camo, but then 2017 till today, it's numbered out of 25. So it's really cool. It's really low numbered, and the camo design has had some really a unique flavor to it. But I just think it's a little too fancy, a little kind of out there. So I'd say it's pretty good. It's not quite on the level of Independence Day. I just feel like the red, white, and blue makes sense for Independence Day, but camo is just kind of a little crazy and just doesn't really fit the baseball thing. But yeah, it's still really cool, really rare, really good looking card. Next one is the Mother's Day hot pink parallel. So just like the Father's Day, I'm gonna put it in the same category, so pretty good. The Mother's Day, it's out of 50, just like the Father's Day is out of 50, but this one's just pink, so really cool. The next one is the Platinum 1 of 1. They've been making the Platinum 1 of 1 since 2006. It's a cool one. It's a cool one. I'll put this in A for amazing just because it's a 1 of 1, and 1 of 1s are pretty hard to put pretty low in the tier list, but the Platinum 1 of 1s they've been making for a long time, so there's a little bit of history behind it. It definitely looks really cool and definitely carries some weight to it with most cards, so it's an A for me. I think this next one's gonna be a little bit of a hot take for me. So the next one is a printing plate. I consider it a parallel. The printing plate they're considered 1 of 1s, but there's really like 4 printing plates: the cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. I don't think they're that cool. I think they need some work. It's a D. Printing plates are a D. I don't think they're that cool. The only thing cool about them is that it is a 1 of 1 technically, and it was used for the production of that card, but it's not that cool to me. It doesn't look cool. The colors are all off. It's not cool to me. It's just a really bad 1 of 1 in my honest opinion. Coming down to it, we got 5 more parallels to judge here. The next one is the rainbow foil, the classic rainbow foil that Topps has had. That's an average parallel in my opinion. For some reason, I think the rainbow foil has been around longer than it actually has been. They've only been making the rainbow foil since 2015. I just feel like it's a staple in most Topps flagship products, but it's just kind of bland to me. You pull a rainbow foil, it's like, yeah, rainbow foil, whatever. Not that really big to me in my opinion. It's not serial numbers. It's just not that cool. It's just average in my opinion. Nothing wrong, nothing good with it. Next one is the Royal Blue Parallel. This parallel has only been made since 2020, so it's still really new. I like the Royal Blue Parallel, but I still consider it an average to pretty good. So between a B and a C, I'd say it's more of an average though, only because it's still a relatively new parallel. It's not that popular. The Royal Blue, it's had some like weird color changes since they made it from 2020 and 2021 and 2022. But the Royal Blue color is kind of like weird. It hasn't been the same color in the past couple of years. So it's not serial numbered. It's just inconsistent. So it's kind of average in my opinion. I think they're only exclusive in Walmart as well. So you can only pull them from Walmart retail products, which is also kind of weird. But speaking of retail products, the next one here is the Target Red Parallel. They only made this parallel from 2011 through 2014. So just a short stint. It was just like an incentive to go to Target and buy this parallel. I'm also going to put it at average. I think some really good cards got made that had the parallel, the Target Red. The Mike Trout rookie, the Nolan Arenado rookie, Manny Machado rookie, Mookie Betts rookie. Like they all had the Target Red border parallel associated with it. So I think that association with this parallel is pretty cool. It's not serial numbered. It's kind of similar to the Royal Blue, except that it's just been around and had some really good rookie cards associated with it. I'm also going to throw the Walmart blue border because that was the exact same time frame, 2011 through 2014. It had the exact same rookies and star players be printed on that parallel, so kind of cool. The two major retailers having that competition. Now we're on to our last parallel here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, by the way. Really appreciate you guys sticking around. If you made it this long in that tier maker judgment list that we're going on here, hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts so far in the video. Our last parallel here is the vintage stock parallel. They started making this in 2016, I believe, and it's serial numbered out of 99. Basically what it is, instead of your normal baseball card glossy finish to it on the front and back, it's more like a paper, like an old school paper, like your old junk wax 1980s Topps cards had that paper, actual cardboardy feel. That's what the vintage stock is. That's what they're trying to emulate. They're serial numbered out of 99. They're kind of cool, but in my opinion, need some work. It needs some work. It's not that great. So that's how I have to say about vintage stock. Here we go. This is the finished list. We went through all 30. of the notable and a couple random Topps flagship parallels. Looking at the S tier, we have Topps Chrome Gold, the Diamond Anniversary, the Topps Chrome Superfractor, and the Topps Gold numbered out of their production year. We had almost a third of the parallels end up in the average area, and only 5 of the parallels ended up in the F or need some work. So I think it's safe to say most parallels, they're actually really cool to pull. These are the 30 parallels that I chose just from the Topps flagship products. As I was making this list, as I was downloading the pictures to put into this list, I already found like another 10 or 12 other parallels that I wanted, that I really wish I would have included in this, but I didn't want the video to be too long. So I'd love for you guys to hit that like button and comment below if you guys want to see a part 2 to this, me judging and making a tier list of some other Topps parallels. Or might even branch out to some Panini parallels as well, make a video about Panini parallels. Or I might visit some other Topps sets like Topps Archives or Topps Stadium Club or Topps Heritage, throwing some of those parallels into the mix as well, putting them in their own tier maker list. But for now, we just did the 30 notable Topps flagship parallels. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please comment below your thoughts about it. Include your own opinions about where you would rank some of these parallels. But if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe for more of these videos to come. It's been Eagle Man, and I'll see you guys next time.